All right, so we've got some pretty incredible stuff to dive into today.
Yeah, some really amazing material.
This is a deep dive into one of football's most legendary nights.
If not the most legendary.
The 1999 Champions League final.
Manchester United versus Bayern Munich.
And the sources you guys have sent in really paint a picture of, a game that for like 89 minutes seemed over.
Yeah.
And then history was completely rewritten.
Absolutely. And I think you hit the nail on the head there. It's not just a great game.
Yeah.
It's considered one of football's greatest comebacks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If not the greatest.
Absolutely.
So we're talking May 26, 1999 at the Camp Nou. And you can just imagine the atmosphere was electric.
Oh, yeah.
Bayern Munich were on the verge of victory, it seemed.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do today is try and figure out why those final moments were so pivotal.
Yeah.
And also, what's been the lasting impact of this match?
Yeah, so, okay, let's set the stage a little bit.
All right.
When I was looking at this material, one of the things that really jumped out at me is that Manchester United weren't just playing for another trophy here.
Right.
They were on the verge of achieving the treble.
Yeah.
They'd already won the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Yep.
So you can almost feel that pressure,
Oh, yeah.
building on them as they went into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the chance to become the first English club to ever achieve the treble
Right.
would have amplified that pressure, that expectation tenfold.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But let's look at some of the challenges that United faced going into this match.
Yeah.
Because they weren't without their problems, were they?
Well, yeah, I mean, losing Roy Keane and Paul Scholes,
Yeah.
I mean, those are two massive holes to fill in any midfield,
In any game.
let alone in a Champions League final.
Huge, huge losses, yeah.
So Sir Alex Ferguson really had to, reshuffle things, right?
Yeah, he did.
He ended up going with a midfield of David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Nicky Butt, and Jesper Blomqvist.
Wow.
I mean, these are talented players,
Absolutely.
but not his ideal engine room for a game of this magnitude.
Not the first choice midfield, no.
And so much then had to be put on the shoulders of Dwight York and Andy Cole.
Their strike partnership, yeah.
Up front.
Yeah. I wonder how much that enforced change in midfield
Yeah.
shaped their tactical approach to the game.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Because without the tenacity of Keane and the creativity of Scholes
Right.
in the center of the park,
Yeah.
United's usual dominance in that area
Yeah.
would have been severely tested.
Yeah.
I imagine it forced them to rely more on width, the flanks,
Right.
and maybe direct attacks a little bit,
Yeah.
which could have played into the hands of a Bayern team
Right.
renowned for their defensive strength.
Absolutely.
We can't forget about the Bayern Munich side that they were facing.
Of course.
A team packed with experience and quality.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the names. Oliver Kahn, Stefan Effenberg, Lothar Matthäus.
Wow. Yeah.
These guys had seen it all.
Yeah.
And they were desperate to bring the Champions League trophy back to Munich for the first time since 1976.
Right.
So they had their own hunger,
As
their own drive,
Yeah.
just as intense as Manchester United.
For different reasons, yeah.
different reasons.
So you've got this cauldron of noise.
Yeah.
The Camp Nou, packed.
Unbelievable.
Two European giants going head to head,
That's it.
united with this historic season behind them.
The treble on the line.
Bayern wanting to reclaim their place at the top.
Yeah.
The tension must have been palpable.
It must have been electric. And that tension, I guess, exploded into early drama.
Oh, yeah.
Because just 6 minutes into the game,
Yeah.
Bayern landed a huge blow.
Yeah.
Mario Basler with a free kick.
Yeah.
And it was a real sucker punch, wasn't it?
Yeah, really was.
A low skidding shot
Right.
somehow evaded the United wall.
Yeah.
And even Peter Schmeichel,
Right.
usually so reliable in goal,
Yeah.
couldn't react.
Couldn't get there in time.
1-0 to Bayern. A nightmare start for Manchester United.
Nightmare. Yeah.
But what's interesting is how Bayern reacted to that goal.
Right.
They didn't just sit back.
Right.
They seemed to grow in confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Karsten Janker's overhead kick in the 31st minute,
Oh, yeah.
hitting the crossbar.
So close.
So close. If that had gone in,
Yeah.
that could have been game over.
Yeah. A 2-goal cushion against that Bayern defense would have been really difficult to overcome.
Oh, I think it would have been impossible.
I think so, too.
United really struggled to get going
Yeah.
in attack.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Jesper Blomqvist's miss,
Yeah.
shooting over the bar.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of moments that can really haunt you in a final.
Yeah.
And Bayern continued to stifle United's attack.
Right through the second half.
Yeah, they were so solid defensively.
Really difficult to break down.
Really, really tough.
And you can almost feel this air of confidence coming out of the Bayern camp as the game went on. I mean, that little detail about the winner's ribbons,
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
already having Bayern Munich's name on them,
Wow.
really speaks volumes about their belief
Yeah, they thought they had it in the bag.
that the trophy was theirs.
Absolutely.
And then you have Sir Alex Ferguson on the touchline
Yeah.
and his now famous quote, "Football, bloody hell."
That's brilliant.
It feels like an acknowledgement of just how dire the situation was,
Yeah.
but also a hint at the unpredictable nature of the game,
I think you're right.
that anything could still happen.
You just never know with football, do you?
Never know.
And that brings us to the final moments of normal time.
Yeah.
The 90th minute arrives.
Yeah.
United win a corner. And Peter Schmeichel comes up for it.
The goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper,
Yeah.
which tells you everything you need to know.
Desperate times.
Desperate, yeah, throwing everything at it.
Beckham swings in the corner.
Yeah.
Giggs gets a shot away, but it's scuffed.
Okay.
The ball falls to Teddy Sheringham,
Oh.
and he slots it home
You did.
1-1.
Unbelievable.
The United fans erupt.
I bet.
The Bayern players are in shock.
Yeah, you can imagine the scenes.
But the drama wasn't over.
Oh,
3 minutes of added time.
okay.
United win another corner.
Right.
Beckham again with the delivery.
Okay.
Sheringham gets a flick on,
Yeah.
and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer pokes it into the roof of the net.
Oh, my goodness.
2-1 to Manchester United.
I can't believe it.
In the space of 120 seconds,
Wow.
they had turned the game completely on its head.
Absolutely incredible.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah.
The speed and the precision of those 2 goals.
It wasn't just luck, was it?
Not at all.
It was clinical finishing under immense pressure.
They took their chances.
They really did.
And the sources talk about Lothar Matthäus,
Right.
who had been substituted a few minutes earlier.
Thinking the game was won.
Yeah, thinking they were going to win.
Wow.
Standing there on the touchline in utter shock.
Speechless.
Yeah, just the elation on one side, the devastation on the other.
Yeah.
It was an improbable victory.
It really was a miracle.
What must have been going through Matthäus's mind?
Oh, I don't know.
A player of his experience, to have it snatched away like that
Just like that.
in the dying seconds.
Amazing.
I mean, these final moments, this is what really cemented the legend of Fergie time.
Fergie time. Tell me about it.
So Sir Alex Ferguson said after the game that he had never seen anything like it.
Right.
And it just reinforced this idea that under his management,
Yeah.
Manchester United just had this uncanny knack
Yeah.
for scoring late goals.
For winning games in the last minute.
Yeah, and it almost became like a psychological weapon.
Oh, absolutely.
Teams knew they could never relax against Manchester United.
Never. Right until the final whistle.
Yeah, even if they were winning.
It must have been terrifying playing against them.
Yeah, until that final whistle.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Absolutely.
And there's some other fun facts that came out of this.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the hero,
A man who scored the winner.
the man who scored the winning goal,
Yeah.
didn't even get to lift the trophy initially.
No way.
He was doing post-match interviews.
Oh, bless him.
He was whisked away by journalists.
Yeah.
So he missed out on those initial celebrations.
How ironic is that?
That's kind of funny when you think
Right.
about it.
Yeah, you score the winning goal.
In the Champions League final,
Yeah.
and you don't get to lift the trophy.
Incredible.
And then you've got UEFA officials
Right.
who had already engraved Bayern Munich
Wow.
on the ribbons of the trophy.
So confident.
So they were so sure
That's
that
it.
Bayern were going to win
Everyone was.
that they'd already prepared the trophy,
Wow.
which just makes United's comeback even more remarkable.
Amazing.
And then you've got Lothar Matthäus
Yeah.
reportedly ripping off his runners-up medal
Oh, wow.
in frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a real image of the raw emotion,
Yeah.
the
An
disappointment,
agony of defeat.
yeah, of losing in such a way.
Especially a player like him
Yeah,
who had achieved so much
yeah,
in the game.
absolutely.
And, we can't forget David Beckham's performance.
Yeah,
2 brilliant corners.
yeah, absolute crucial.
Really helped to silence some of his critics
Right.
who saw him as more of a celebrity
Yeah.
than a footballer.
Yeah, a pop star
Yeah. And he proved he could deliver
when it mattered most.
on the biggest stage.
So after this deep dive into this incredible night,
Yeah.
the overwhelming takeaway
Yes.
is just the sheer unbelievable nature of Manchester United's triumph.
It's a story that just keeps getting told, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Because it's the ultimate never give up story.
absolutely.
And it's a powerful reminder that in sport
Yeah,
and maybe in life as well,
yeah,
the impossible can happen.
absolutely.
Sometimes sheer will and determination.
And a little bit of luck.
Yeah. and maybe a little bit of luck.
Can overcome anything.
Absolutely.
It makes you wonder, though,
What's that?
what other instances throughout history,
Yeah.
not just in sport,
Right.
but in any field, have seen such dramatic and unexpected reversals of fortune?
That's a good question.
And going back to the game itself,
Yeah.
beyond just never give up,
Right.
what do you think was the single most important factor
Oh.
that allowed Manchester United to pull off what many call a miracle? It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.